Welcome to Making Paper with Osman and Hameed. So we're doing a brand change. We went from the Paper and Plastic Show to just the Making Paper podcast, where we talk about making money. No, guys, we're talking about making paper. Because we felt like, our company primarily, we're a paper brokerage. You're a founder of a paper brokerage. And while we do sell plastic and we move plastic, we're just really passionate about paper. And that's sort of our MO, and that's our mission. So we thought, why not make it a bit more catchy, a bit more interesting? So now this is going to be the Making Paper show. Making paper, it's a play on words that we're making paper. We're capitalists. We want to make money, but at the same time, we're actually literally making paper. Like we have, waste paper that or tree fibers that we convert into real life paper. This is episode 1 of the new show, but it's technically episode 10 of the new show. So we're going to keep popping. We're going to keep it going. And now this is episode 10. So let's get right into it. Today, I want to talk to you about Wilson and how they launched an airless basketball. Have you heard about this, Jonathan? So you know how you have this basketball, you've seen the NBA, the orange ones, if you don't play basketball, like the orange ones, they have little lines on them. You can put them on the screen here somewhere. So that's the basketball. It's what a basketball has looked like for the last so many years. But now Wilson, they 3D printed a basketball, and it's made from recyclable polymers. And believe it or not, there's a video right here. We can link that as well from MKBHD about the 3D printed basketball. That it bounces exactly the same as an air-filled basketball. And it uses no air, airless. And it has, it's like see-through. You can look through the ball. But it bounces the same way, it behaves the same way, but it's just completely odd and eerie that, why is this working? And guess what? It costs $2,500. That explains it, right? So, but thing is, it's made from environmentally friendly materials. It's made from repurposed plastic, recycled rubber. And that's how we got to start thinking about things, Joseph. That's why we're doing this show, to show you that, look, just because we have done something a certain way for many, 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 many years does not mean that's the only way of doing things. I get it. $2,500 is probably not cost effective for now, but eventually, as the technology gets better, we got to be open to thinking about ideas, solutions in a new way. That's why, like Ocean Ridge, shameless plug. That's literally what we do. We try to find creative ways to repurpose our material, to repurpose material that was maybe waste bound, landfill bound, fiber that was just going to be going into a landfill or going to decompose, and find new ways to use it. And that's why I love things like this, that cutting edge of technology, while it seems so, it has all the critics, people talk trash, like, it's so unaffordable. What a dumb idea by Wilson. Why would you even make this? It's because when it comes to research and development, R&D, it takes time for it to become cost effective. But once it does, these solutions are what we need to really take it to the next level. So today I want to talk to you a bit more about paper or plastic, Jonathan? No plastic? We don't like plastic anymore. Landfill. So we have plastic straws, paper straws in Canada, And I'll be honest, I'm the first to say I hate the paper straws. Hate them. Like, if you ever have an ice cap or ice cappuccino or any drink that's like in liquid form, and you used to have these big, thick red straws, like, try drinking an iced cappuccino with a paper straw. And I'm like a sipper. I like sipping throughout the day. Like, I'll have a drink and then I'll let it just simmer and I'll sip it over like 3-4 hours. Like, it's a cold drink. What's gonna happen? It'll get warmer. You know what I mean? It's still cold. So I'll sip. And by the second hour, my straw is done. Like, it's soggy. It bends over. At some point, one time, like, I was drinking it and it got a hole in the middle. So now the air can't siphon through it. So now the straw doesn't even work. I'm using it as a spoon. So, plastic has a bad rep. People say plastic this, plastic that, and hey, we're getting rid of plastic. We don't hate plastic. That's the actuality. But what we do feel though is that paper has advantages. Look, if a plastic straw falls in the ground, 5 generations later, it's still going to be in the ground. A paper straw falls in the ground, 5-6 years probably, maybe less, gone. It's going to be decomposed. So I get the cost effectiveness of it. But that doesn't mean, let's just get rid of paper straws. Who cares? Like, I think the earth will be fine. The earth will be fine. But there is benefits, guys. And I think that's why we as a company are shifting more towards paper and being more paper focused. For example, what they always say is like, why does it matter if like a plastic bag is used? Or why does it matter if, we used, how you buy cans of Coke and have that the plastic little thing on top? Guys, the reality is these materials, unless they're recycled, they're very, very dangerous. And that's the problem with the plastic, that if it's responsibly recycled, it's great. But now be honest with me. How many of you 100% of the time recycle your plastic material? And if you don't, that is hurting the environment. That is dangerous for animals. That is going into the ocean and joining that massive, massive, big, waste island floating around. Like, see if you can put up some photos of these jobs of these animals stuck in the nets, and you can see like these seals and turtles that have like plastic bags stuck on them, and they'll pop these photos up and show you like plastic, if not responsibly taken care of, is a hell of a problem. But if taken care of and responsibly put in, like in Toronto, we have a very good recycling program. We have blue bins almost everywhere. Plastic is recycled and it can be used many, 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 many times and it's really cost effective to make. So the environmental footprint of making plastic is sometimes lower than creating like these cartons of paper. But that said, is it worth it if people like you and me are not going to recycle it? Please recycle your plastics. Very, very important. Talking about creative solutions, I wanted to show you guys a quick video that the team found from Insider Science. And we're going to talk about how sugarcane that is big, like, ganne, as we call it in Pakistan, like ganne, sugarcanes. A lot of sugar is made from them. And how they turn sugarcane waste into tableware, because, they squeeze the sugar out and you have this whole stalk left over. So let's play this video and see what it's about Insider Science. Let's play the video and let's check it out. They got the truck.
It's what's left over from processing.
And they're processing sugar truck factory, Uttar Pradesh, India. Shout out to India, our neighbors.
Truck factory every day during peak harvest
Canada,
season.
I don't know.
If the material dries
My parents
out,
from Pakistan.
fiber loses strength, so we have to
Wet
keep it in
piles.
wet piles.
Workers
They're
a layer of the tiniest fibers
washing them,
before
cleaning them up.
washing and pressure cooking.
How is it going to
We
become into
use
furniture?
a certain alkaline product to be able to remove the stickies. If you
It's
think
like-
of a
it's
sugary
like
product,
sugarcane.
it's a little sticky.
They're removing
alkaline
the
solution helps make it moldable. Workers
wash the sludge again to remove
any residual chemicals. Then
Oh.
they distribute it into different machines and molds that press it
They
into
clean it, they remove it, they remove the sticky part of it, and they push it into trays, and all of a sudden those trays, guys, once again, those trays are biodegradable. So be honest, how often have you washed out a material from your tray and thrown it in the recycling bin? No, man, nobody does it. Like, you don't finish your lentil soup, or you don't finish your chickpeas or whatever, you just toss it straight in the landfill. And that's the problem. Everybody says plastic is great, plastic is fine. It is if it's recycled, but if it's not recycled, that plastic tray is going to see your great grandkids. Like, your great grandkids will have that plastic tray in the ground to welcome them when they come alive, So, but that biodegradable, the sugarcane tray, you eat on it, you toss it in the landfill, and after like maybe in a year, this is made out of it's made out of like this fiber, like the sugarcane fiber. It's like it's gonna dissolve. Like sort of paper, exactly. So that's what we gotta do. We gotta make paper, use paper, and make paper. Make that too. That's important as well. Money makes the world go around. That was it, man. I kind of like that. Let's keep it at that. Episode 10 in the books. Making Paper show. See you in the next one.